When we were little, joy came easily. A gust of wind, a puddle after the rain, a leaf swirling through the sky. Those were enough to make us laugh until our stomach hurt. We didn't need a reason. We just were. But somewhere along the way, between growing up and trying to survive, we packed that joy away neatly folded, hidden in some forgotten drawer of our memory. The girl in today's story once knew how to laugh like that too. But lately, her days had turned into a blur. Work, messages, routines, and that quiet kind of tiredness that doesn't come from lack of sleep, but from the weight of having to hold yourself together. She didn't know when she'd stop smiling for real. It just happened quietly, like a light left on, until the bulb finally burns out. Until one afternoon, she took a longer route home. A small decision, really, but one that would change something deep within her. And there, at the corner of an old park, she saw it. A swing, rusted, and half buried in wild grass, gently swaying in the wind, as if waiting for someone. The paint had chipped away long ago, revealing streaks of brown metal beneath the faded blue. The chains made that soft creak sound, the kind that carries nostalgia in it. She stopped. Something about it made her chest tighten. She couldn't explain why, only that she suddenly felt 7 years old again, standing in front of the same swing from years before. She hesitated. For a moment, she thought about walking away. Adults don't sit on playground swings, do they? They walk past them with polite smiles, pretending they don't miss it. But then, somewhere between the wind and the quiet, she heard a whisper. It wasn't real, but it felt real. Go on, sit down. So she did. The chain was cold under her fingers. The seat felt smaller than she remembered. And when she pushed herself gently off the ground, something inside her shifted. The first swing was slow, hesitant, like testing the weight of forgotten freedom. Then she pushed a little harder. The air rushed past her face, lifting the loose strands of her hair. The rhythm began to return back and forth, back and forth, each motion peeling away a thin layer of heaviness. And for a second, just one, she forgot who she was supposed to be. The sun hit her face as she swung higher, and she laughed, quietly, almost shyly, like the sound of a bird that hadn't sung in years. Then came the memories, not crashing, but drifting in softly, like sunlight filtering through leaves. She could see her younger self, barefoot, messy hair, pushing the swing with both legs, trying to go as high as she could. Look, I can touch the sky. That's what she used to shout to her dad, her mum, anyone who was watching. Back then, touching the sky felt possible. Back then, dreams didn't need permission. Now, watching that memory play out in her mind, she smiled through the sting in her eyes. Tears gathered, but they didn't fall from sadness. They came from a deep ache of finally remembering what she had forgotten. Oh, I used to be that girl, the one who wasn't afraid to laugh too loudly, the one who could spend hours just staring at clouds, the one who believed the world was kind. Where did you go? She whispered, and just like that, the little girl turned to her in her mind's eye, smiled softly, and said, I didn't go anywhere. You just stopped visiting. She bit her lip, trying not to cry, because deep down, she knew that was true. The swing slowed, but her heartbeat didn't. It pounded with something new, a mix of grief and joy and longing, all tangled together. She took a deep breath. The air was crisp, and for the first time in a long time, it didn't hurt to breathe deeply. I'm sorry, she murmured. I made you grow up too fast. The wind seemed to answer her, brushing softly across her cheeks, as if to say, it's okay. She closed her eyes. Let the swing move, just enough to feel the world still holding her. And she stayed there, half between past and present, learning that maybe healing wasn't about forgetting the pain, but remembering who you were before it. When she finally stopped, the swing rested gently against the ground. The park was quiet, just birds, and the rustle of leaves, and the faint sound of children laughing somewhere far away. She looked up at the sky, still that same endless blue. So this is what peace feels like, she thought. Not fireworks, not triumph, just a quiet, steady warmth in the chest. She smiled to herself and said aloud, as if making a promise, I'll try to play again. If you're listening to this right now, today's practice is a small one. but a gentle step toward healing. Allow yourself to play, not to be productive, not to get better, not to prove anything, but simply to feel alive. Do something small. Sing a song even off-key. Play a short game, just for fun. Color a page with messy lines. Lie down and listen to the sound of the wind. It doesn't matter what you choose. What matters is that you give yourself permission to feel joy again, the kind that doesn't need a reason. Because sometimes playing is how we remind the soul, hey, I'm still here, and I still know how to smile. As the day began to fade, the girl stayed on the swing a little longer. The golden light of sunset stretched across the park, and the breeze carried the faint laughter of children, their joy echoing through time. She listened, and for the first time in years, she didn't feel separate from it. She felt part of it again. She closed her eyes and let the wind cradle her, and in that quiet moment, she whispered not to anyone in particular, "Thank you for staying." Her voice trembled, but her heart felt steady. Thank you for continuing this journey with me. This is Video 7 Inches, the series Healing Your Inner Child. If the box of crayons was where you learn to express yourself again, then the old swing is where you learn to enjoy living, to rediscover that quiet, effortless happiness that never truly left you. Thank you for smiling today, for loosening your shoulders, for letting the wind touch your heart again. She stood up, the swing still moving slightly behind her, and walked toward the fading light. "I'll see you in Video 8, the imaginary friend," she said softly. "There, we'll meet the invisible friend, who once kept you company when no one else could. The one who listened when you felt small, and believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself." And the practice for that day? It's simple. Write a few lines, as if you were talking to your 7-year-old self. Tell them what you wish someone had told you. Let them know you still remember. The wind picked up, carrying her words into the distance. And for a brief, fleeting moment, she swore she heard laughter again. Familiar, light, and free.